The Steel City might be most associated with this legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Pittsburgh's offense takes the field. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's caught. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Then right back to the line. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll run play action. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. So Boston College's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Still running at the 40. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Snap in the shotgun. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. And you can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Hard running there. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Soft spot in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This time it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in the clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Quick strike complete. At the 35, he's open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Pitt pushing the pace.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The give from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
Boston College will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paulo.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Panthers with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Give to the running back. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Plows through the defense. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He makes a grab, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers! Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, Texas and Texas A&M share a state and a recruiting base and a conference, not to mention one of the best rivalries in college football. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best, and that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Sweet cut there. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Takes it from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And here comes the punt team. A high kick trying to pin them deep. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Quarterback on the keeper. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. They go to the ground. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Give to the back. Running with power. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Panthers. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Boston College will send out the punt team. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Complete to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's going for the big play. He's got it. Touchdown, Pitt. And once he got loose, it was all over.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass and it never had a chance. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. And the Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. One more snap coming before halftime. From From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll try the run. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's 4. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Never a doubt. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
That's a Panther first down.
Give to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Going up top on first down. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He's looking to throw it. He's got it down the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He'll keep it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wyoming. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second down.
Motion from the offense. Off play action. The freshman just a little too much on that one. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. They're trying to get to him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. He got it. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Use the play fake, now to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A third and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll throw it on first down. And they can't make the connection. After the misconnection, it's second down. To throw, it's stay out. Gets it out fast. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time he's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He's gonna pass. Feeling some heat. Fires left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Pressure coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, running back gets to give. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Line gets set, first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Hands it off.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner will be brought down. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. To the air. It's Sayal. Out of the backfield, he's open. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. New set of downs after that completion. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Getting some heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give to the single back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The give and tick, 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 tick. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah.
They cough it up inside their 3. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Memphis went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Tigers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout.
Wants to throw. It's out.
60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Coming after it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're trying to get to it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. A first down for the offense. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.